first certificates, and I want to use that to illustrate how to configure LearnDash certificates so they work with groups. That's not a common way of doing it, but it's a real handy way to get additional functions. So I'm going to go in here and I am going to go to the training and certification page. And in here, you'll see that they have 3 certification programs, level 1, level 2, and level 3. I'm going to use level 1. The other ones work exactly the same, but it's a good way to illustrate this. So you'll see that in order to get the certificate, you have to finish module 2, 5, and 7. So together, those work to get you what you need. Now, I'm already logged in as someone that has that certification. So I'm going to go to the dashboard, and I've updated it so that right here, like halfway down the page, you can see which certificates you've been awarded. This person has completed, there it is, 2, 5, and 7. So I can click here and then I can see the certificate. The way LearnDash certificates work is you give them a design, you upload that, and I'll show you in a moment how you do that, and then you place information on top of it. In this case, we're only showing the name, but you can add a date, you can add the name of the course, and if you want to get creative, there's a lot of things that you can do. What's important here is that you give yourself enough white space. Try to stay away from putting a line, because then if you're off by just a little bit, it might overlap the line and look a little bit sloppy. So let's go to the admin interface here, and the first thing I'm going to do is go to LearnDash certificates. So there you have LearnDash certificates. And I'm going to go into the basic certificate, which is the one that generated that one that we just saw. And we'll first go down to the bottom, and you'll see that what we do is we add a featured image. And all we're doing here is showing, a nicely designed image that will serve as the backdrop of the certificate. There's nothing magical about it. So that is part 1. Part 2 is I have to float the name on top of it. So this right here is the short code you can use to put the name of the person that's currently logged in the certificate. And then this is basically a trial and error method for pushing the name from what would have started is up here. So back, break, 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 so that it's down to here. And then I'm using some CSS to grow the font to 125 pixels. 700 is a bold font. And then I'm centering. So together, these work to get the name where we want it to be. So we have the certificate set up. The next thing I'm going to do is show you how I configured the group. So here's a group that they purchased. When they purchased this one, they're given access to these modules. Modules is the renaming of courses, which is a function. It's a feature that LearnDash gives you. You just rename it, and from now on, courses are called modules throughout the site. They're given access to 2, 5, and 7. And what that means is that those are also the courses that when completed will get them a certificate. If I click over to the settings page, you can see that this is just an easy drop down to use. You assign the certificate and boom, when they finish those 3 courses, it'll show up the way I just showed you. Now let's go over to the dashboard page. This is the one that we just went over. Now I'm logged in as the admin, so I'm enrolled in all the courses. And this is the default message. So if I have not yet received a certificate, this is the message that's going to be displayed. This can be changed, but it's a good one for starters. And it's better to have something there than to have it blank, because people will wonder, why do I have this section here? So if I edit this page with Elementor, I'm going to scroll down to the Your Certificates area. And when I click on it, you'll see that this is a shortcode. And this shortcode is Uncanny Owl LearnDash certificates. And what it does is it looks for all the certificates that have been awarded to this person, and it displays them, in a nice, list. So this will work as long as you have Uncanny Toolkit for LearnDash. This is a free plugin. There is a pro upgrade, but you don't need it to display the certificates. So I'm going to do a search for show certificates, and there you have the widget. So you must turn this on. If you don't turn it on, that's just going to show the ugly short code. And, you know, those are all the steps that you need to get certificates working with LearnDash groups.